don't know why I always forget where that button is. I like my old camera because I just have to hit the click button, like the shutter. Is it shutter? Oh, now I don't even know. And it just starts the video. I don't know why he always has problems starting this car. I never do. So, I forgot to give Connor $1. Anyway, so I'm headed to Joni's because I was supposed to make potato soup today. I erased it. That's why we have a whiteboard, right? And we don't have an actual menu. So, we had, well, yesterday was supposed to be chicken pot pie, and I didn't end up, they're like perfectly coming down the street. So, I was gonna make rolls with it, the no knead dinner rolls, because they're really good. They're really fluffy. And so I was like, okay, we'll do that. Ooh, that doesn't look good. And then all of a sudden the time got away from me. And it's not like I did anything yesterday. I think that's the worst part of it. I laid around, watched some TV off and on, and played with the cats. So it wasn't like, oh my god, we're doing this and that. No, we weren't. I did do some stuff. I ended up getting frustrated because for 3 days, so Sunday, Monday, well, maybe Saturday? No, it had to have been Saturday. So Saturday they did their chores, Sunday they did their chores, Monday they did their chores, and for the most part they did their chores Tuesday. So now this is where my, I almost said training, my momminess needs to kick in, because I gotta quit giving a little. This is the first screw up, because I've had to redo these 3 times. Oh, I thought someone hit that car. It was plugged in. It was an electric car. Brain fart. Anyway, I had to redo them because Xander made the comment, I've done my chores for the day. Just because you've done them once doesn't mean that they're done. He's the only one that has said it, but so I redid the list 2 days ago now, and I put day and night, except for like mopping I put at night. So I don't mind for the mopping because, well, we have a steam mop, so it dries almost instantly. So that could be done at any point, but I figure when we go to bed and then the next night when, 9 o'clock, that's excuse me, different. That one would be a good time, I think, to mop the floor. And so I specifically put that one. You can sweep 12 times a day. I swear some days it's still not good enough. I'm lenient, or just a sucker and a pushover. I let them get away with murder some days, because I don't want to hear the fighting, the arguing, and that's not fair to them, because they're gonna grow up and believe you can just do that. And so I'm doing them a disservice by not doing what I need to do as a parent. And so I'm trying to fix that and keep steady. And though I hate being rough on them, but like this weekend nobody was allowed to come over, except for this Sunday thing. No one had phones. it was a time to kind of reset and come together because it's been really bad. And I said this before, their mouths are starting to get out of hand. And don't get me wrong, Anthony and I cuss, but when the F word is coming out of Lexi's mouth, because it's every other word, and she's using it as a noun, an adjective, whatever, we're getting out of hand. And that's like the first day I said, there's no more cussing. I understand if you stub your toe. Trust me, I've done it. There was a funny situation where Lex did it going up the stairs a few years ago, and she stubbed her toe, and she was like, fuck, because you could see that she was like, oh god, I'm gonna get in trouble. I giggled, though some people might think that's wrong. You could tell she was like, oh, I didn't mean to say that one. She stubbed her, you could hear thump. I was like, oh, if I didn't know better, I would have thought she had broke her toe. Yeah. So we did a whole reset, and then they're coming in, blah, 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 was cussing. I was like, I didn't hear him. So I didn't hear her. So if I don't hear it, then you guys aren't in trouble. I'm just, unfortunately, these kids nowadays, you should hear some of the stuff Xander has told me that's come out of the elementary school when he was in it. Out of kindergartners' mouths. And I'm like, wow. So Connor's still kind of mouthing off. Anthony yesterday, I was talking to Joni, and he'd put his commentary, not hearing both sides, in on it, and I looked at him, I was like, this right here is what I'm talking about with Connor. He hears you do this to me, and he thinks he can do it. But you know what Lex is doing? Lex is, God, this poor Yukon in front of me doesn't have a blinker. It must not have come equipped with one, because that's the third time they've turned with me, and they didn't use a blinker. Anyway, Lex is starting to exhibit some of my behaviors with her boyfriend, and thinking she's trying to be like mommy, and I don't want her to do that, because I am not perfect. I still have big faults that need to be fixed. So she needs to kind of back off of that situation and be better than I was, because I don't want her to ruin a relationship because she be mouthy like her mother. And so we all need to work on ourselves, and I know that, and that there's nothing wrong with that, because guess what? Nobody's perfect. It's like saying no one's shit doesn't stink. Joni laughed at me. She's like, because she said that the other day, and I was like, mine doesn't. She slowly looked at me. Everybody needs work every day, and I believe I'm the perfect me. I'm not the perfect person, but at the same time, I'm the perfect, all me. I still have work, and that is okay. I'll be the first to admit, I've been a bad mom. I've struggled with stuff. Nothing like addiction or drinking. Struggled with standing my ground, not talking shit about their father to them years ago. I still get pissed off and frustrated, and it takes two to fight. That's another place where I was a shitty mom. Anthony and I would fight in front of them, and I'm not saying that we haven't now. It's nothing like it used to be. We had an incident 2 Sundays ago where I just didn't know who he was. He was starting to act like the old Anthony, right in front of everybody. people I barely know called me a bitch, told me to fuck off. And the old Amy would have got up and hit him. She wouldn't have cared who was in the room. And so I'm really proud of myself. But there's nothing else I can do. I will just hurt myself if I fret or worry. So I'm not gonna. Oh, I feel like I slept wrong. So I'm not gonna bore you this entire time with this shit. So I am now at Joni's. So we'll have to have go deeper into this. Okay. I killed it like 4 times the other day. So we'll talk to you guys later. And hopefully you'll see me. If not, I mean, I guess it's goodbye, because honestly, I've been really trying to cut them down, because nobody wants to sit there for 24 minutes, 28 minutes. That one about abuse, that one, God, how long was that video? I think it was over an hour. Once I, you know, got done blabbing, and there was still probably more to that video I could have done. So, alright, bye.